What is up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to my village here, guys, and I'm sorry it's the sick village for today because I'm still feeling a little under the weather, but my voice is getting a little bit better than what it was earlier in the day. I was able to go into work just for a little bit, then I had to come back. Sorry for the late video, but yeah, just not feeling well, but that's okay. We're gonna get some news out, and I'm gonna continue delivering news because I'm dedicated to all of you dudes out there, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me on social media and on my channel here. So let's go ahead and get right into this news segment. So apparently there was a report that the Nintendo Switch will support Bluetooth headsets, but apparently that was not correct, at least at launch. So it seems like the Switch won't support Bluetooth headsets at launch, but you will be able to use the headphone jack even while docked. So if you have like some type of extension cable or just like a really long headset as far as the wire goes, then yeah, you'll be able to use that while docked, and maybe Bluetooth support will come in the future. I was hoping that there'd be Bluetooth support at launch because I was looking at buying some really nice Bluetooth headsets, but that's okay. Just roll that feature out because we do know that the Nintendo Switch does support various Bluetooth settings, so I'm pretty sure that'll come in the future, just not right at launch. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next article here, and we have the Nintendo Switch will allow update data to exchange between local users, and there is MyNintendo connectivity built directly into the actual system. So according to Nintendo Everything, which was reported on by Go Nintendo, they are planning a feature so that an update or update data can be exchanged with local users. So that, let's say you need to play a title online together locally, but someone hasn't downloaded the latest firmware to do so, like Mario Kart for example, you'll be able to share that update data with them locally so they don't have to connect online to do so. There's also no connections with like wireless hotspots at launch either. So like for example, like if you're at Starbucks or if you're like at McDonald's or something, you won't be able to connect to that actual Wi-Fi spot at launch. We're going to add that connectivity down the line, but you will be able to connect, of course, to any type of router or any type of home connection that you have going there. And like I said, there is going to be connectivity with MyNintendo. You will be able to earn points on physical games. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give you points on there, and there might be even MyNintendo missions integrated into that. So we still need to wait and see on that. It seems like it's going to be a day one update that's going to layer on more new features. Nintendo hasn't detailed everything at this point, but it does seem like there are going to be quite a number of different things that unlocks on that day one patch that goes up. And there will be, like I said, an option to earn points. With the Wii U and the 3DS, you only earn points on digital games. You didn't earn points on physical games, so that is something of a switch. Not only that, but it is integrated into the actual Nintendo Switch OS. You can go into it like right here, the page says software update managed software, My Nintendo Rewards program. You can actually clearly see that it is integrated into the system at an OS level from each game. So that's pretty cool there, and I'm hoping that each game really takes advantage of this. Going a little bit further than that, I did have some people message me like, you know what, it would be really cool with Nintendo Switch if like you can actually earn themes, because there is a theme selector in this system. If you can actually earn themes through My Nintendo missions and stuff like that, I think that'd be really cool, in addition to being able to buy them, custom things like that. But I think that's definitely going to come down the line. Alright, and for the last bit of news, we talked about Amiibo functionality that's coming to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So now we've actually got official 100% confirmation as far as what Amiibo does, in addition to general Smash Bros and regular Amiibo support. So let's go ahead and go down this here. Here's the rundown. Link, the archer, will give you items like meat and fish, and also bow and arrows. Link, the rider, gives you mushrooms and weapons, horse tools as well. Zelda gives you plants and shield. Bokoblin gives you meat and weapons. The Guardian gets ancient materials. Players must see for themselves what these do in the game. So tapping the Amiibo from the Super Smash Bros. Line of Zelda Amiibo will reward special items from treasure chests. Tapping any other Amiibo will result in materials like meat and fruits. Each Amiibo can be scanned once per day. Images of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild unlocks are posted below, so you can check out these images here. But yeah, these are actually looking pretty cool. I like the fact that they have general Amiibo support pretty much across the board. I know that we thought that there was, of course, going to be regular The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Amiibo support, but it seems like it's going to support everything, and it's very similar to what you saw like in Hyrule Warriors, to where you can just pretty much scan any Amiibo, you're going to get certain items, things like that. Pretty sure there's going to be some lame ones with all the random Amiibos, but this is pretty cool stuff if you want to use it. I know I'm not going to use it too much. I think I used it like a couple of times in Hyrule Warriors, but I didn't play that game a lot after I reviewed it anyway. So I mean, this will be cool for some people. It's nice extra to have, and I think that it's good that Amiibo is being supported completely from like day one. I think that's very important. Amiibo got going on the Nintendo Wii U about halfway through, and it did very well. Obviously, with Super Smash Bros. Launch, people really like Amiibo. the sales have been tanking just a little bit just because the Wii U sales obviously aren't there anymore, and Nintendo 3DS games, not a lot of them use that built-in functionality, and people aren't buying that stupid dongle that Nintendo released. So yeah, I do like the fact that day one we're going to have Amiibo support in the biggest game, and pretty much with every single Amiibo. That's good. Cross functionality is always great for Nintendo's games. Yo, and shout outs to MyNin and shout outs to Yacht Club Games. They have confirmed along with Nintendo that both of those titles that they're working on, which is Fast RMX, in addition to Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, will be launch titles on the Nintendo Switch. So March 3rd, you will be able to download Fast RMX in addition to Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment. New content when it comes to Treasure Trove on the Nintendo Switch. This is such good news because Fast RMX was looking to maybe be like a late March title, but it does seem like they were able to work with Nintendo in order to get these games out at launch. Now, for me, it doesn't really matter too much because The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild to me is the big game and I'm going to be playing most of the time, but it's really cool to give people a few more options that we didn't think that would be there at launch. Once again, a lot of people like to, I wouldn't even say a lot of people, but there are some people that out there that think that everything should come day one, that Nintendo should just put everything they possibly can on day one, and if the system breaks then oh well, but they have every single game, everything, and I just think that's a horrible idea. But I do feel that having another big indie game or two at launch is definitely good because it offers something different from like the main courses, which would be The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and for other people probably Bomberman. Now there is like Skylanders Imaginators, some people think that's a big game for them, not for everyone, but the fact that they are adding these big indie game titles, like these aren't small titles, these are like critically acclaimed titles from really good developers at launch. That is so good for Nintendo because like I said, it does offer high quality as far as stuff that's different from everything else that's on the system. And I will have another video talking about this, but people just need to chill when it comes to launch. Like, people need to chill. They don't understand how difficult a console launch is and how any little thing can break something. We saw that with the Wii U. But like I said, I will have another video discussing that soon, so look forward to that. But what do you guys think about Fast RMX in addition to Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove being launch titles for the Nintendo Switch? And let me know what you guys think about these articles here as far as what's been going on. I know there's been a lot of chatter as far as the Nintendo Switch goes, good, bad, all sorts of stuff. So it's interesting just to see different angles. But I do have more videos planned for you guys, so definitely look out for that. I'm going to be talking a lot about different things here. And like I said, I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. And the Nintendo Switch is almost here, ninjas, almost here. Next week, we're going to be playing this baby ourselves. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you ninjas for the next video. Peace.